Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting week on Linda's Nugget. This week I will be talking about a very sweet, simple book giving us a sneak into what the CEOs want you to know. Make sure you stay with me while I talk about the book of the week called What the CEO Wants You to Know, written by Ram Charan. Simple, lovely book. Make sure you stay with me. Hello guys, welcome back. So on this week, where I'm going to be talking about a very simple book. So, every week I talk about different things, life, business, and books. I want to talk about what the CEO wants you to know, how your company really works, written by Ram. So Ram is trying to tell us how the CEOs really think. So if you're an employee, what will the CEO be expecting of you? What does he expect you to do? And it's all about the bottom line. So you understand sales, revenue, cash. He needs to make sure that the company is sustainable, and to sustain a company means that you have to bring in enough money to run it. So he just broke them down. So he says how this book can help you understand how the CEOs think, what the best CEOs and street vendors share, the essence of business thinking. Every business is the same inside. The 4 things every company everywhere needs to master. He talked about the total business. Then he moved further in part 2 to talk about the real world complexity, setting the paths and the priority, from making money to creating wealth, putting everything together, how Amazon makes money. And then he went to chapter 3, the part 3, expanding capacity through flawless execution, synchronization, and your part in the big picture. Now, what he explained is that, for instance, when you're employed, the CEO expects some certain things from you depending on which aspect of the business you're functioning or which department you're in. Whatever it is, there are still key things that you need to look out for. Is the fact that we need to cut costs, it's for we to minimize our expenditures and spending, the fact that we need to make money, which is through sales, the fact that we have to make sure that these sales are profitable, that they can sustain the business, and that way we are creating wealth and not just surviving. So it's not just about making profit, but then moving forward and expanding into a world-class business. What he explained was that most CEOs actually think alike, and the truth is that the CEO thinks in this way, north, and the employees also think south. So how do you create a synchronization whereby the CEO can pass across in his head what he has in his head to the staff to say, this is what I want you to do, how and when? And then the employees can also technically understand what the CEO is thinking in terms of how do we really minimize our expenses and our spending and then make money. He explained that whether you are in sales or not, or any department that you're in, you need to understand cash flow system. Is the company making money? How much is the company spending? How much is the revenue and how much is the profit? Now, you can be making money, which is breaking even or revenue, but if you're not making profit, then you're at the verge of debt. So if you understand how this works and the importance of the income statement, understanding the business is growing and is remaining profitable, then you know you have a job. And if you're not understanding and you're seeing that the business is dropping and things are not coming in as always, it means your job is threatened. So from making money to creating wealth, awesome book, just telling us and also sharing with us real life experiences with some CEOs that were able to give him, a few understanding. One thing that I tried to understand also was the cash flow side. So most times in sales, it's about bringing money, but you need to understand how is money coming in, how is it being spent, and how are we sustaining the profitability of the company. Fantastic book. What the CEO wants you to know. Very short book, not so long and not so big, so it's something you can read up quickly. About 163 pages long, simple, detailed, clear, and something you can easily understand very fast, not complicated at all. I would always plead every week, make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us across social media, put the names on the screen, leave us a few comments if you've read the book. If you haven't, you can always get the book. I think Latana has this book. I bought it from Latana, so amazing book. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and you just get a quick peek of how CEOs think and what they expect of you. Till I come your way again, I remain your noble host, Linda, bringing you tips on books you can read. Thank you.